We are live. We are live. We are live, guys. What's up? Nina Drama absolutely crashed out today. She crashed out on her own fans. She is dealing with the comments and the chat, and she cannot handle it. We're going to get into exactly why this is, what happens when you become an influencer, what the public expects from you, and what you would like to deliver. Oftentimes, those two things are not in alignment with each other. Nina Drama is experiencing that right now, and as someone who has gone viral several times, I may have a little bit of an insight into the situation. We got John Hogan in the chat. What's up, bro? Let's freaking go. Yeah, what's up? Oh shit, Josh Silva MMA in the building. Let's freaking go, guys. Let me see if I can do this. All right, this is my first time trying it. My name is King Devin MMA. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt pro MMA champion, and I coach at Extreme Couture. So let me see if I can do this. Oh shit, what? We're updating it? We got the live cracking. Look at Nina Drama. Peep this.
You know what I find funny? Not funny like funny like ironic is when men get in my comment section and they try to humble me by leaving negative comments or talking about the way that I look, or I would never.
Yo, I don't think anybody's trying to humble her. I think what's happening here is that she's asking her audience for their views in exchange for her being able to monetize those views. Now, that's a one-sided relationship. So what do they get in return? They get to comment. So she wants the money from the viewers want the ability to comment, and she's upset about this.
Never touch Nina. I would never want Nina as a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah.
They're right. They would not want her as a girlfriend. They're being honest. And she is about to make a statement from her perspective that's also honest.
Ugly, she's so mad. Please don't fucking for real. Please take a look at yourself with your eyes open. Eyes open. Eyes open. I wouldn't let you touch me with a 10-foot pole. I would rather reincarnate as a crack before I would ever consider you or a relationship with any of you.
Right, so those two things are not mutually exclusive, right? So Nina would not consider a relationship with her comment section. That doesn't mean that her comment section wants a relationship with her. They're just saying, hey, listen, there's a societal contract. It's that we are men and there's women. And we're going to work our ass off. We're going to do what we're told in terms of society. We're not going to fucking burn this whole bitch down. And in exchange for that, we're looking to have like a normal family and women. And Nina is outside of that societal contract. She has her boyfriend. I guess he's allegedly filming her on all these, you wouldn't even call them, what would you call them? Dates with these dudes. She's going out with Armin Sarukian. He's buying her gifts. They're going to dinner. She happens to be flirtatious, and that's all good. If she understands the contract that she's entered into with the chat gets to express their frustration at society at large, and she is the tuning fork for that because she is the example of everything that every fucking man out in the public is upset about, right? So it's the same thing with like billionaires. And we're gonna play a little bit more of this, but I'll get to the billionaires in 1 second.
Mid. All of you, every single one. And the empath in me tries to like really understand why men leave those types of comments, and I'm realizing like, okay, they're trying to humble attractive woman or a beautiful woman because they know they're gonna have a chance with her. So they try to get to the comment first. They try to get to the put down first, so that they can feel some sort of validation. Oh, I would never. Oh, I would never. But you wouldn't even have a chance in hell. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we need to be more honest with ourselves. I would rather reincarnate as a crack spirit.
Yeah, so anyway, Nina is telling the truth. Most of these dudes that are critical of her would not have a chance with her, but that does not mean that they view her as some woman worth wifing up or dating. They may see her as like Sean Strickland calls her a 6. I would say to most dudes out there, she's probably way higher than a 6. She was in Playboy, so she has been paid to be professionally attractive. But that does not mean that these dudes are looking for that in terms of some kind of relationship or dating scenario. What that actually means is, A, they have a chance to be honest because you're presenting yourself to the public. And in day-to-day life, the dude that's working construction or the dude that's working at fucking Walmart, he's got to say a lot of bullshit and put up with a lot of bullshit to get the attention of women. If he even wants to get the attention of women at this point. Some of these dudes don't even want to fucking play the fucking dancing game. Hey, look at me. I'm Mr. fucking funny. Can I entertain you? Can I take you out to Like, they don't even want to do that at this point, right? Because the societal contract is broken down. And so Nina is like an example of that maxed out where, let's be real, she's putting a lot of work in. It's as crazy as it sounds for me to say this, there is a lot of effort behind streaming, and to be engaging and to be charismatic and to be on and to have a team of people who film you and edit and all. She's essentially running a business at this point. Counterpoint, these dudes that are watching her are like, hey, you're like 38. They would probably say she has a big forehead, which, you know, I'm pretty sure she said on stream as well. They're going to be hypercritical because you're presenting yourself as a public figure, and their exchange is that they get to fucking comment on it and they get to voice their frustrations with society. So I don't think it's necessarily a specific tack trying to like humble Nina. It's more of a frustration with society in general that like, hey man, I'm out here working my fucking ass off, building the roads that this chick is driving down, and then she's so out of touch with reality that she thinks that her going on cute dates with professional MMA fighters and flirting with them in front of her boyfriend is something that's fucking aspirational for anyone. And she may feel that's what she's got to do to get the bag. So in her position, she's putting herself out there and she's like, hey, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to give these fighters an opportunity to showcase themselves as something other than, I want to thank my coaches, I want to thank my teammates, I want to thank my sponsors. So she's giving them an opportunity to put their personalities out there. She's helping them be engaging. So from her perspective, she's like, what's the harm in what I'm doing, right? But she is the fucking role model, in a sense, or the apex predator of all the women. She's like an amalgamation of what dudes are frustrated with in society. Is like, hey, listen, to us, and this isn't me speaking, I'm trying to voice the view of the masses because that's who I'm around every day, right? Like, this is what dudes are really feeling. They're like, hey, that's cool that you're like cute, but could you just like shut the fuck up and be nice and like maybe not be out there like that, not be for the streets? Is there any good woman left? That's what dudes are fucking wondering, right? And then we have Nina, who seems sweet, charismatic, approachable, and dudes would be like, oh, I'm interested in her. Then she's doing the exact thing that they're frustrated by, and then in exchange for her becoming a multi-millionaire off views, they're voicing their opinions, and then she's fucking shaming them, right? And so it's this crazy situation where there's this unspoken societal contract that nobody's really fucking talking about, or for the most part even consciously aware of, that's happening, and it's being broken at all times, where even with male streamers are kind of doing the same thing, right? They're going out there, they're throwing up in each other's mouths, they're cussing at old ladies, or doing whatever for views, but that's not what society as a whole is built on. So they're like, hey, I'm going to do this as an individual, not care about society, then I'm going to profit for it, and then I wonder why people don't fuck with me, or they talk shit to me in comments, or they fucking hate me, or they boo me when I go out. And what's actually happening is that we have unwritten agreements, right? And as these unwritten agreements are being broken more and more, it's leading to more and more vocalization in the comment section for a lot of streamers and a lot of celebrities and a lot of influencers. Same thing's going on with like the billionaire class. Hey, that's cool you became a trillionaire, Elon. That's cool that you run Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, Bill Gates, that's cool that you were a nerdy dude who was good with computers and now you own Microsoft. Hey, it's all good, Ivanka Trump, that your dad's a fucking billionaire president. But hey, while you're buying the fucking island, because Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, just bought an island, it's like, hey, maybe could we get some fucking healthcare? You know what I mean? Maybe, like, I don't know. Trump, you said to your voters, everybody voted for no new wars, drain the swamp, clean up the fucking government, and make America great again. and you did not drain the swamp. You let the swamp influence you, and now you're in a foreign war that nobody in America is asking for. And so, like, maybe could you fucking represent us? And then if not, don't be surprised when the public's upset at you. Or like, hey, you guys know that it's fucking $6 to get a gallon of gas, right? That's cool. You want to put science experiments and poison and bugs and mosquitoes and gnats, Bill Gates, because you think everybody should be like whatever that thing that he's putting in all the fucking mosquitoes now is. It's like, that's cool, bro, but could we get some fucking gas prices down? Could it not be fucking $7 for eggs, dude? Could we actually function in society and have good lives? Like, maybe if you allowed us to live some form of like good life, then we would like be cool with your daughter buying a fucking island with her husband, or any of these behaviors that any of these dudes are exhibiting, right? And it's like, oh, because you benefited from this society, right? And you're not, quote unquote, giving back to the society from which you benefited, or you're not even concerned, or you're not willing to make a fucking gesture like you are with, I'll say this, Elon's doing some shit. Okay, so Elon's actually contributing to society. Some of these other dudes, it's like, what are you doing other than fucking enriching yourself, right? So while people are struggling with $6 gas prices, Nina Drama out here flirting with everybody in a relationship and then being a millionaire for it, fucking this president's daughter's buying a fucking island with a bug out bunker, and all kinds of shit is going on. Motherfuckers are trying to buy bread and eggs and get some fucking healthcare. Anyways, let me read the chat. Maybe that explains to any influencer, not just Nina. I'm using her as an example. And it's funny because I'm not trying to attack her. I'm just trying to, like, I genuinely think Nina's talented. And this isn't me trying to, like, make up for saying shit about her. I'm just saying, like, this is actually, like, a factual understanding of what happens in the comment section based on what I know to be true on both sides of the equation. Having been in front of the camera and interacting with, like, normal fucking people whose job isn't to talk to a fucking camera on the internet all day. Anyways, let me read the chat real quick. Here, I got a bigger chat over here. Okay, cool. Hey, oh shit, let me pull this up, guys. We're figuring this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I had Nina Drama popping up earlier. Right, let's fucking go. I need to click on view my channel. I need to tap on the live. All right, guys, I got it all fucking hooked up. Now let me read the chat. We got John Hogan in the building saying, what's up, wave emoji. We got Ja Silva, MMA with the Dustin Poirier waving emoji. Exactly right. Public embarrassment ritual for your poor husband. I would never date her either. And I'm a broke ass. You're exactly right, LMAO. Laughing emoji. Yeah, so I think that's actually kind of what's going on in these situations where influencers are like, hey, why is the fucking chat mad at me? Or why doesn't the chat rock with me? Or why are they and so Nina, this isn't me blowing smoke up her ass. So I think she's fucking funny. I think she's talented. I think she's fucking charismatic. I'm absolutely not mad at her. I think what she's doing with her boyfriend is wild, right? Like, so here's the thing, right? Hey, let's pretend I'm a fucking normal dude watching Nina stream. Hey, Nina, it's great that you're a fucking multi-millionaire who was so attractive from birth and she may feel like she was an ugly duckling or whatever, right? But I'm talking about what the public sees. They see, hey, you were so fucking modeling career. You met a male model who's your fucking boyfriend of 15 years. And now you are magically in the UFC for your talent, which they're putting talent in quotes because they're like, dude, they hired her because she's hot. So now she's with the UFC. They probably don't realize that she had built a Vine following and all that stuff. And even if they did, they say that the Vine following is because she's hot. And then, so it's like, hey, you were born fucking richest UFC fighters out, getting bot gifts, flirting with them, showing every fucking potential person what's wrong with society without being super self-aware of it, or you're self-aware of it enough to be able to monetize it because you're rage baiting everyone, and then you're crashing out when they rage bait, and the crash out might be a rage bait because here we are talking about it. You get what I'm saying? So Nina's playing it up, and now either she's confused or she knows what she's doing, but a lot of creators are confused because they're doing things that are dysfunctional to society. And society's already dysfunctional enough where you go put in a fucking 8-hour workday or a 12-hour workday and you bust your ass, and most dudes can't even get a fucking girlfriend. They can't even get a fucking chick to pay attention to them. And then they gotta put on this dancing fucking pony show and go look up, hey, who's a dating coach? And then they got a fucking dating coach and he's trying to sell a $3,000 course and bring them out and have them like, dude, it shouldn't be that fucking crazy, right? And so these dudes are frustrated. And now Nina's out here like, oh my gosh, you just wanna hate on me because I'm pretty. It's like, no, motherfucker, that's not what they're doing, right? And like, Nina is benefiting from the comments. So it's like, why get mad at the comments? Anyways, let me read this. Is Nina easy to meet in Vegas if you are a local? I have not met Nina. She has been at the gym while I was there. I chose not to, walk up to her and say hi or anything like that, just because I feel like she's there working, and, at the current situation, I really got nothing to talk to her about. So I didn't go say hi to her. Some people were saying hi and taking pictures with her. So she'll pull up to the gym. Usually she films. Whenever she does come to Extreme Couture, she'll film with like Strickland, and she'll film it kind of off hours or in locations inside of the gym that aren't super high traffic areas. And also during pro practice, they'll sometimes chain off the area so that civilians, if you come to the gym, you're not allowed to go into the pro side. So the media can go back there, UFC cameras can go back there. But they have signs up everywhere, no filming unless approved by by Extreme Couture management or pro team coaches. And then they also have physical chains up too. So sometimes it gets pretty sectioned off over there. So anyway, I feel like that's kind of what's going on with society in general, is that like, hey man, that's cool, you got rich. And I'm not talking about Nina, I'm just saying like a president or whoever. Hey, it's cool, dude. Hey, listen, we want you to succeed, but we want to succeed too. We elected you, like you get to benefit from being elected, and we get to benefit from you being elected. But if we don't benefit from you being elected, then why the fuck did we elect you? So you bait and switched us. So that's probably what a lot of the public is feeling right now. Also, hey, guess what, man? That's cool that you're a fucking genius, dude, and you're good with computers, and you got in at the right time, and all that stuff's cool, and you're a fucking billionaire now, right? Like, instead of trying to put scientific fucking poison in bugs to mass fucking drug the population, why don't you do something good like, I don't know, regenerative farming instead of GMOs, bro? Why don't you do that, Bill Gates? You get what I'm saying? So like, that's kind of the frustration that I'm experiencing amongst people when I go out and about, and I'm at the gym with like hundreds of people every day. So I get quite a big cross section of the sentiment of what people are feeling in the public. And so I think that's a reflection on society as a whole, and in a more minor case, what Nina Drama is experiencing, causing her to crash out on her ex today. Let me read the chat. I think they confirmed Fluffy versus RoboCop a few hours ago. That's a sick fight. Oh, bro, that's a crazy fight. Dude, that's a crazy fight. Influencers are so far out of touch with reality. It's crazy. Yeah, so, there's like a whole new industry of people who are out of touch with reality and then also confused by reality. And it's like there's almost no introspection as to like, hey man, maybe the person who's commenting on this in an upset manner has something fucking going on in their life outside of me. Maybe they're not just hating on me, right? Maybe I'm benefiting from a fucking system and exploiting their viewership for my profit without giving them something positive in return. right? Like, is their life better, or is it more fucking black pill watching Nina flirt with Armin, right? Where Armin's dad's a fucking billionaire and he's buying her a $400,000 watch and she's hugging on him and her dude's like totally cool with this while she's accepting gifts. You know what I mean? And then it's like, to the viewer, it's like, bro, is society this cooked that this fucking male model has to sit off on the fucking side and watch his chick flirt with fucking alpha males whose dads are billionaires and receive gifts in front of him just to maintain a relationship? And a lot of dudes are checking out and going, bro, if that's what it takes, I'm gonna go down to the rub and tug and get a fucking hooker, bro. Like, what are we doing, dog? I'm not playing the fucking dog and pony show. And then they express it in the comments, and then it's like, Nina's allowed to vibe or do or whatever, however she wants. She can operate her channel however the fuck she wants. This dude is allowed to have an opinion on it, right? If she wants him to have a better opinion, then she should take his opinion into consideration, right? And if she wants the public as a whole to take the public's opinion into consideration, then she has to present herself in a way that is copacetic to the public. But the issue becomes, and maybe not her, but you know, whatever influencer, hey, I want to do things my way. I don't want to respond to feedback. I want to continue on despite receiving negative feedback, and then I want to be confused as to why people are still giving me negative feedback, right? Without taking them into consideration. So anyway, there's a lot popping off in today's society, guys. I'm fucking thrilled that I got this ability to put shit on the screen now. Watch, let me see if I can put it back up. Let me see. We'll watch the rest of this video together. There's like 10 more seconds. Oh shit, she's back up. Let's go.
You dusty, musty, broke bitch. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
So anyways, all right, so Nina's frustrated, and I get it, because I'll be real, I say controversial shit too. And I expect people to like kind of understand what I'm saying to some, like even this current live. I'm saying some things that sound like they're critical of Nina, where it's not even a critique of Nina. It's just a statement on society as to where we're at as a population and a civilization. And I'm trying to be as objective and factual as I can. But if Nina were to see this, she'd be like, oh, that guy's hating on me. And it's like, no, dude, I actually think you're talented. I think you're funny as fuck. I watch your shit. I'm trying to be a better fucking YouTuber. You inspire me, right? But actually, this is how dudes feel, right? So, I'm not saying she should stop flirting with Armin. I'm just saying, in a society built the way it is, with people as frustrated as they are, you're gonna get a lot of fucking feedback when you're doing things that are outside of the goals of the individuals within that society. And obviously everybody's different, but like the majority of dudes would like a wholesome ass woman who's attractive in whatever their regard of attractive is, right? Like they would like an 8 or higher if they could, right? But like, you know, solid 7, 8, loves them, is loyal, wholesome. Most dudes would be really happy with that. Like, and so like even with the nudity, right? Because she was in Playboy before. People are gonna be critical of that. Because in a society where so there's value in scarcity, right? Like if I have a rare piece of gold that no one has, this rare piece of gold might be more valuable than any other gold is. Even though the gold is all X amount per ounce, this one has a provenance that makes it more valuable because this was the gold tooth from an Egyptian king, a pharaoh or something, right? And now it's like the rarity of it makes it valuable. So when everybody's seeing a woman, like even, let's quit talking about Nina, right? Because Nina's got a lot going on, it seems like. I believe she's being genuine in her video, by the way. She's probably struggling. So Nina, hey, run the views up. It's all good. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that are fans of you. But let's talk about, like, let's say Sophie Rain, or somebody. She's making $100 million getting butt ass. Okay? Now, people have a problem with that because it's like, dude, we want to have a moral society. And then there's this fucking loophole where if a woman disregards her morals, now she can get rich. Well, at the same time, she's, by most people's standards, attractive. And because she's got $100 million, she's created some form of value, right? But at the same time, she's accessible to anyone's eyeballs. So she's lowered in value because she's not a scarce resource. So a lot of dudes are looking for a scarce resource, right? Somebody that's not for everybody, somebody that's not for the fucking streets. And now all we're getting is feedback that like, dang, man, even these fucking Playboy model influencers are like for the streets or whatever, right? Like it's getting crazy out here, guys. And then we got Clav going to the nightclub every night and he's showing all kinds of crazy shit going on where chicks are leaving their boyfriends because he's got a fucking video camera on him. Most people have low IQs in this world and struggle to see multiple perspectives. Oh no. Yeah, bro. Okay, so here's a thought experiment anyone can run. I believe you and I have talked about this before. Yeah, I think we did when you were staying at the crib. And I was like, yo, if someone has an IQ of 100, which is stone cold fucking dead average, half of every fucking person that they meet is going to be dumber than them. So like if you're in traffic and someone makes a dumb decision, if your IQ is 100, 50% of the fucking time that person's stupider than you. Now, if you got an IQ of like 120 or fucking 140, if your IQ is like anywhere higher than that, dog, everybody's fucking dumb as fuck. So no one's gonna understand what the fuck you're talking about half the time. They're gonna be making choices. You're gonna be looking at them like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Or, dude, bro, we're supposed to be boys. What the fuck? Like, everything's gonna seem stupid. It's gonna seem like this is so obvious, but no one gets it, right? And then multiply that on top of like, let's call it IQ versus EQ, emotional intelligence, which is like seeing things from someone else's perspective. So this is the last thing I'm gonna say about Nina. Because I genuinely think like she's a sweet, good person. From everybody that I know that knows her, is like, she has had struggles in her life. Whether we would consider them struggles as men or whatever, but in her reality, those are real struggles. Maybe she was tall for her age growing up and she got made fun of, or maybe she didn't develop into traditionally attractive, or maybe she never thought she was, or whatever. She still makes fun of her own forehead. So she's probably got insecurities. But to the average viewer, she's like a hot, privileged woman. Like, dude, she's got pretty privilege. Okay, so being a female who's attractive and has been paid for her beauty, she's so attractive, she may not even have a fucking frame of reference for what it's like to go to fucking Sprouts or Whole Foods or whatever grocery store you shop at, fucking Vons or Walmart or wherever you guys go, right? Not everybody has to be bougie like me. I get it. I'm out of my fucking mind. I'll drive up the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to the fucking, to the most exclusive shops because I like to be around a good energy. So I'll go to Whole Foods and pay the extra money. That's me personally. But wherever the fuck you shop, right? Like, Nina doesn't know what it's like. And I'm not saying her specifically. We're just using her as an example because we can extrapolate her out to like a lot of society in this current situation. Most attractive women have no idea what it's like to be a man and walk into a fucking Walmart and no one gives a fuck. No one notices you, no one looks at you, no one fucking talks to you. No, if anything, it's like you ask a question, they're like, bro, you're supposed to figure it out. But like you're a burden. You know what I'm saying? Like people doing their job, you're like burdening them, asking them a question. You know what I'm saying? She's never felt that in her life. And the same thing that most men don't understand is that like Nina's an attractive woman. We don't know what that's like. And you're like, oh, it must be easy, dude. Buy you drinks, pay for shit, blah, blah. Dude, I've never been scared, ever. Never, ever have I been scared walking through a fucking parking lot or parking garage at night. I've never been scared in a parking garage. Every time an attractive woman walks at night, she's afraid. So like, we could all do better being able to understand each other's perspectives. Like, another example. We were just talking about Trump. Hey, bro, it's cool you ran that fucking meme coin up and then rug pulled everybody. Okay, but can we get fucking $1.87 gas prices like you promised? That would be nice. So, also, we don't know what it's like to be the president. He might have pulled up, had great intentions, and they were like, hey, bro, look at this we got on you. Look at this we got on you. Look at that. Here's where your fucking daughter lives and your granddaughter lives. Here's where this person lives. Here's where that person lives. Oh, and we also have, I'm not even saying this is real. I'm just saying, like, what could possibly be going on? Some agency might have some dangerous thing planted under major cities that if the president gets in there and doesn't listen to them, then these things cause problems in major cities. And there's, like, we don't know the fucking extent of what that guy's going through, right? So on one hand, these rich motherfuckers need to really understand what it's like to be in society and to be like navigating, like, hey man, we have all this money for these wars and all this shit, but like, I gotta wait 6 hours at a fucking hospital and then they charge me $40,000 for some bullshit. Dog, come on, let's fix that. But we could also, you know, maybe try and see things from their perspective too, just as a thought experiment. Like, dude, what could be going on? You know what I mean? Maybe, and I'm not saying this president, I'm just saying maybe a past president, you know, who may have got caught up in the past with a woman in a blue dress or whatever. He may have went to an island. They may have told him there was 21-year-old girls there. He may have hooked up with those 21-year-old girls, cheated on his wife, and then they go, hey man, you know all those girls you just hooked up with? Yeah, we got you on video. He's like, don't show my wife. And they're like, it's more than that, bro. They weren't 21, my G. You're fucked. Do what the fuck we say, bro. And then they put a painting of the fucking president in a blue dress on a wall or whatever, right? Like, we don't know what the fuck's going on, right? So anyway, I guess the message of this video is, can we all fucking give each other some grace? You know what I mean? In Nina's head, Nina is a woman who's doing the best she can. She's figuring it out. She's got in her mind, dude that's secure with her behavior. She's doing what she has to do to get the view count up. And she's just like, why is everybody being so fucking mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? And she's probably trying to actually be an empath and understand. But because of her life experience, having never known what it's been like to be a dude who's completely fucking invisible everywhere he goes and no one knows. And then like, there's dudes that like, if they disappeared, they feel like nobody would care. And they're mad at society. And then this chick's on here getting a fucking $400,000 watch for thoughty behavior. It's like, bro, he's gonna drop a comment. And the least we could do as people who talk to the camera is maybe try and understand where the guy's coming from. So shout out for Nina for saying she's at least trying to be empathetic. You know what I mean? And seeing $13 for your fucking eggs. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They're literally $13. I believe I could, if I popped to Whole Foods right now or Sprouts, I could literally purchase, I don't know, maybe a dozen or 18 eggs for $13. And they got other ones, they got cheaper ones too, but like, you know what I mean? Are we getting the bright neon orange yolk, the cage-free, pasture-raised, fucking organic eggs? Because those are a vibe. Or are we getting the fucking less, you know, down the food chain ones that were like, hey man, these are $5.99, man, but they'll get you there, right? I agree. I think we could feel much better as a society if we started going each other, giving each other the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. So on one hand, we gotta all start trying to see things from each other's perspective, and then on the other hand, the people. So like, this is what I'm saying, guys. Spider-Man. with great power comes great responsibility. Right now, I got 600 subscribers. If I have 600 million, I have a different level of responsibility. That's why, like, let's say Steve will do it. He's doing giveaways. He's fucking handing out money. He's doing a lot of shit. So a lot of people fuck with Steve will do it. They're like, oh, I like that guy, right? And that's just one sliver of an example, and I'm sure there's counter examples that people can bring up. But I'm just saying, as a fucking useful example to get us to something functional in this conversation, if the ultra elites started doing more of that, there'd probably be like a better sentiment in the country of like, hey, politicians are probably like all right people, as opposed to like, yo, man, they're all fucking corrupt, they're all crooked, they're all this and that. And yeah, I think that the billionaires could definitely do a little bit better understanding what most people are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. Not everybody is a psychopathic fucking 6 a.m. till fucking 6 a.m. driven fucking computer coding, sleeping on the floor, fucking borderline autistic genius. You know what I'm saying? So for the average dude that wants to contribute to society, hey, I'm willing to give up my 8 hours or my 10 hours, right? And I want to have like a cool, normal life. That's a fair trade, right? Well, when you stop taking his side of the trade and you start hoarding his side and just, hey, you need to work more and more and more, and the egg prices are going up and the gas prices are going up and all this, and you're getting less and less and less and less and less for your part of the fucking deal, at some point you go, hey, this isn't a fucking fair deal anymore, right? And now we got crazy ass mayors in New York and all kinds of shit going on, right? Like, shit's popping the fuck off internationally. Shit's popping off domestically. Well, why? Because the deal's getting out of balance. So I'm not saying I advocate for anybody voting for those dudes over there in New York or whatever. I'm just saying that, like, I understand it, right? Like, hey, man, we tried to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. We tried this fucking capitalism thing. You guys abused it, man. So we're going to go full 180 and let the government take over, which isn't a good idea. I'm just saying I understand how they get there. Like, hey, let's socialize fucking everything, right? Since you guys can't be trusted to allot things in a sensible, reasonable fashion, well, then we're going to have somebody step the fuck in and allot it exactly, specifically the same for everybody, right? So at least nobody's left behind. Well, so, yeah, it's this crazy concept of, like, as you get more, you also have like a responsibility to like help lift other people up. I know that's some hippie shit, right? I know. We're supposed to be cutthroat around here, but like that cutthroat shit only gets you so far in a society before the people who you're stepping over are, and it's like nobody's stepping over. Everybody has the same chance. I get that argument, right? But the reality is the people in society don't fucking feel that way, bro. So you're allowed to feel that way, and then there's consequences to that action where people are fucking dropping comments on your videos or not fucking with you or boycotting this certain business or whatever the fuck it is, right? Because what else is the society supposed to do other than go like, hey man, we're about to turn the fuck up, bro, because we had a balanced deal and now you started moving everything to your side of the deal, and the only thing we can do is fucking flip the scales over, bro. So I'm not saying that we should get to that point, but I'm just saying that like that's extrapolated down into Nina Drama's frustration while she's crashing out on her own viewers. Anyways, I love you guys. That's the chat. I'm going to go to practice, slap some people up. I will talk to you guys later. Make sure you have notifications on because I go live at random times. Peace.